So I hope we're live. I'm not 100% sure we're live. Let me check my... Yeah, it looks like we're live. Hey guys, it's Mike. It's time for the finals of the Diamond Dynasty tournament. I'm logging on my phone right now. I'm going to read chat on my phone. As you can see, I'm going to watch the game here on my computer. And it's EJ Nave and JBD Sports in the finals. Funny story, both were alternates coming in. We didn't necessarily know that either was going to play because they both filled in last minute for people who couldn't make it. They had emergencies to come up. And now they're both in the finals, which is pretty interesting. So we've had a lot of fun this tournament. We're considering doing like a fun highlights montage after, mainly focused on when me and Matt played, if we know you guys want to see that. But otherwise, us and like the best of the best moments from the other games, like the fun stuff, because this is so much footage, it'd be so hard to make a true highlights montage. But yeah, now that we're ready, I'm going to check on chat. I am aware that the Mets apparently traded for Marcus Stroman, so you're probably... Before we get this question, I'm just going to say, I don't know what's going on with them. It's very well established that Matt and I grew up Met fans, so I don't necessarily understand what they're doing. But because the talk all this time was they're going to sell, and now they buy Marcus Stroman as a free agent after next year. So it really depends on what they do with Syndergaard and Wheeler that makes me wonder why they traded for Stroman. It really depends on what's going to happen in the future. But here we are. The finals are ready to go. JBD Sports and EJ Nave, both on the same team, the Young Guns, for their competitive team. It's going to be best of 3. EJ has actually not lost yet in the tournament, so I really want to see this game. Both of these teams have been killing it. And Ship It Stadium's like the Rosenblatt of this tournament, or whatever, TD Ameritrade now, where basically every game has been at Ship It Stadium. They're checking the wind right now because they want to minimize any problem with that, it looks like. I don't want to put on them talking because they have copyrighted music playing. I'm not really about that right now. But the other huge thing I want to bring up is in the description of the stream, we have a donation link because we're trying to raise money for the American Cancer Society, because that's the whole point of this tournament. We wanted to bring awareness and hopefully some money. And just a couple other things about the donation. When it says $20, it's not a $20 mandated donation. It's just a placeholder. You can fill that in to whatever number you want. And I'm planning on matching the highest donation. Alright, so they're doing a friendly quit because apparently they don't really like the wind. That was a thing in earlier games where in ranked seasons that's not really a problem. But apparently wind is an issue. I didn't know this, that wind is an issue in regular games with friends. So they're trying to minimize that so it would be optimal conditions. So it took like 3 or 4 tries on one of the games. I was surprised that it took that long, but yeah. If anyone, by the way, can tell me what the return is for Marcus Stroman, that really would influence my opinion of the trade. So I'm not necessarily sure how I feel about it until I see what was given up. Give me that mic. Is there a problem with my mic? Just so I don't want to listen to my audio because my mic would pick it up, but everything good with the audio? Are we all set? I'm going to pretend we're all set. Oh, there's an echo. Let me turn it down a little bit. Make like the input volume. Is this better? Can you describe the echo? Because I'm trying to figure out how to fix it. Is it on OBS's end or is it on... Did they really? I don't believe that. And we're still waiting. We have a little bit of time. It's very bad. You're just echoing. I sound robotic. I think I might know what the problem is, actually. I'm going to try to fix it on OBS. Okay. I set this up before. Let me try to figure it out again. Could this be fixing it at all? I'm not 100% sure if I fixed it, but I'm doing the best I can here. This was very spur of the moment. I'm gonna check chat again, see if this is any better. Let me actually put the sound on here, my quality. Let me actually put the sound on here, my quality. Alright, maybe something I can try doing is turning down the fan in the room. I didn't prep for this too much, unfortunately. I don't necessarily know how I'm going to fix it then, so if you want me to keep giving it a shot, I can. But when the game's underway, I kind of want to watch the game, so that's going to be my biggest priority. Let me see if there's anything else I can do here. Yeah, I'm not totally sure. Oh, right, we're underway anyway. We good? Well, that's a double in the gap right there. That might actually be 3. Let me see what he's doing. Oh, he's staying put. Is the wrong mic being detected? That's a possibility. Let me check back at the... No, it says Yeti stereo microphone is what's going on. So I'm not necessarily sure what the deal is with that, but I still want to give this a shot. Let me see. I'm going to check Twitter, see if we know what the return is, too, for that Stroman trade. Twitter says Simeon Woods Richardson is included. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, that's a ground out. So, EJ is probably... I don't know who the favorite is, because EJ has not lost yet, so I kind of really want to see if he can keep that up. But it's also not even really a matter... I'm not rooting for anyone in particular, I just want a good show here. Disconnect your mic and use the computer mic? That would sound way worse. I mean, I can try it, but just to prove that it would sound way worse, but... Yeah, Does this sound any better? I assume it doesn't, but... Yeah, I assume this is way worse, but... There's a bit of a delay on my end, so I can't necessarily tell for sure, but I'm assuming this is very bad. I'm waiting for chat to tell me. Alright, chat's not telling me. Sounds the same. Alright, I don't know what the problem is, though, unfortunately. I'm going to set it back to the microphone. Oh, I actually just got a text from Chris. He might have actually solved the problem. I can try. 2 audio sources. Chris, are you watching the stream? You can see if there's a problem here, because it doesn't look like there's what you're describing. Because Chris is a bit of more of an OBS expert than me, so. Hopefully Chris can save the day for us. Matt, I'm warning you, people are complaining about my audio, and I hope Chris can save the day, because I'm not necessarily an OBS expert. So, if my audio is really bad, I hope you can just, like, entertain the chat. Or I can, like, I have a... Oh, yeah, you said you were busy. I was going to potentially call you on Discord. We can talk together, but since you said you had a little bit of preoccupation with that, I'm not going to bother. That's a base hit. So EJ's trying to get a rally going. Alright, Chris is in the chat trying to save the stream. Let's see what he says. Alright, Chris, we're on OBS. You want to save the day for us? Go back to that scroll down in that section. It's... What was it again? It was settings. Audio. I think, Chris, what's the word here? We're missing the game though because you want me to fix this. So, what's the dealio? I'm gonna click back and forth between the two. Also, one other thing I'm going to bring attention to, again, is the charity donation link in the description. Trying to raise money for the American Cancer Society. It might be misleading when it says $20 as the placeholder donation. It's not a $20 minimum. It's just a placeholder. Right next to the mic meter, there's a scroll bar. Okay, so I gotta... Yeah, scroll bar. Do I have to just pull that down a little bit? Could this be better? I'm not totally sure. I think this is the mic meter. I'm not... Maybe I turn it down a little bit. Like a lot, actually. See if that could solve the problem. Not totally sure. Hoping it's solved. That was a liner. Wow. Good hit there. So he's trying to keep the ball away from EJ. EJ's trying to keep the ball away from JBD because I remember I watched all the streams throughout when I was not playing, and EJ noticed that JBD hits inside pitches very well. Nothing better than watching a Twitch stream on a YouTube stream. Well, I'm not on the Twitch stream. You're getting SRS's reaction and attempt at trying to raise more money for the American Cancer Society, link in the description. To the right of that box, alright, Chris is giving instructions to try to save the day. Let me see. Right of that box, Mike, there's a scroll. Right below says Mike Aux. Oh yeah, down here. That. Do I turn that down? Maybe this is the situation? That makes a lot of sense, actually. I'm gonna pray that helped. Maybe I'll even turn it down a little more, just to give that a shot. You want to make that catch, please? There you go, good catch. This is my attempt at sports broadcasting while simultaneously reading a chat and having no sports broadcasting experience. I'm also not going to call play-by-play. I'm a color guy without anything going on. He really does not want any part of JBD. He'd be better off just walking him here, honestly. Nope, doesn't even matter. I saw you had the pitcher on deck. Alright, more attempts here. Chris is still trying to give assistance because I am woefully out of my league here. Yeah, the scroll bar. He's pointing to the scroll bar. I think I fixed his problem. I mean, the key word is I think. I'm not totally sure. Alright. I'm going to move the mic a little closer to me, too. Hopefully, because I turned it down. Yes. Sorry for the difficulties, as Matt pointed out. this isn't necessarily something we prepared for, nor knew how to do properly in the first place. It was more just, I've been watching the streams all day, and we thought about doing something where we had like a master stream, where it was going back and forth, but we couldn't necessarily pull those off. One of those needs to be muted. Oh, okay. I'm gonna mute that, see if it's still... I think probably that's the safer one to mute. Hopefully that solved the problem. I'm going to pray that that solved the problem. Alright, it's good. I'm gonna pretend it's good now. Sorry for the hold up, but alright, that's gonna be some runs right there for EJ. Alright, there you go. So we're on the board here in the finals. And I'm gonna take a sip of a drink now. So if you hear that sound, it's me taking a drink. I mean, EJ's undefeated so far, which is kind of insane. So he's 6-0, and because he swept Ray Cheesy, Serenity, and Trev Teeps, which was really impressive. The Serenity game was really something to watch because he was down by like 4 in the 9th inning, and the game went like 13 or 14 innings. What do I think of the Stroman trade? I don't necessarily know what the return is yet, so I can't really answer the question. And yes, as Matt pointed out, we're raising money for the American Cancer Society. We really would appreciate donations for that. And I'm going to match whatever the highest donation is. I know there's like an advantage to playing on this hitting angle, but I could never do it personally. Like I really hate this view, more or less. Do I think Cleveland will trade Bauer? I'm not totally sure. I like Trevor Bauer. I think he gets a bit of a bad rap. And I think that the incident today with throwing the ball into center field is gonna hurt his trade stock a little bit. I personally am a fan of Trevor Bauer. Have been ever since he had that really fun wind-up in college, actually. So I hope it doesn't necessarily ruin the league's opinion of him, that the actions today. But I think that they shouldn't trade him this year. I think my prediction is they're not going to trade him this season. They'll probably trade him in the off season in the event they don't make the playoffs. That's going to be my prediction. Also, Trevor Bauer has one of the best podcasts in baseball. I completely stopped paying attention to the game for the second. How many outs are there? Look. What inning are we even in? Alright, 3rd inning, 1 out, runner on first. Burt Blyleven pitching. I almost didn't even know he was in the game. I like seeing this Duke Snider do well because mine wasn't doing well for weeks after I got it. I was hitting at one point like under 100 with Duke Snider, who's a 99 overall. He was like 1 for 20 something at some point. Maybe I think it was like, I think the worst it got was like 2 for 27 with Duke Snider, which was. And it was a lot of lefty pitchers he was facing, and a lot of line drives right to center field. All right, that's going to be a base hit. They're going to move the runner to third. These two are on the same competitive team, so I wonder how this is going to work out for them too. Like, does one get kicked off the team for losing? All right, Frank Thomas is like maybe the most commonly used card in the game, and I feel like, which is exactly why I didn't want to use him. Yeah, that's a foul ball. That almost very well could have been 3 runs. Oh, there's 3 runs. Spoken into existence. Garrett Anderson made the last out of my tournament run for Make, by the way, Baseball Savage. My games were streamed on the personal channel I used for anything not necessarily relevant. That's another home run. For anything not necessarily relevant to regular SRS content, and I streamed my games. So did Matt, if you want to take a rewatch of those games to see what was going on. But as I mentioned before we started, when I had garbage audio, these two were both not even in the tournament until about 36 hours ago. Do I ever play with subs? I have one time, and I wasn't aware of it. I was playing Battle Royale, and I got a DM after the game that it turned out to be from a fan, and I was really happy and surprised to see that. But I think I'll probably do a sub stream on some game at some point. Maybe Fortnite is probably the one we can have the most fun with, because we can include the most people. But I'll probably find some game to play with subscribers at some point. Is that going to be a home run there? Nope. And that's going to hurt his head. That probably stung. I like the uniforms that JBD has a lot, which is the black and yellow uniforms. Those are like really well made. It's also so hard. I thought that was going to be a strike at first, too, so it's hard. This camera angle bugs me. Like, I'll never, ever use it. No, that's a pop-out. Have you ever drawn Bonus Wagner? I have not. I have not personally done that. Alright, Willie Mays, I feel like I'm feeling a home run here between you guys and me. I'm not necessarily sure, but I have a gut feeling there's going to be a home run. Alright, that was... Oh my god. I swear I didn't know that was coming. I swear. That's great. Wow. When did I start playing MLB The Show? I have the first, like, 6 or 7. I started playing when I was really young. I had MLB 06, and I just kept progressively getting them. I played them all a lot. Like, I didn't focus on the current one. I would go back to old ones, too. My 07 disc broke, and I don't think I've played that in, like, 10 years. But I think 06 to 14, I got them all. I didn't play 15 and 16. I got 17 back, and I still play a little bit of that because I have some saves that I'm still using on it. I didn't get 18, and 19. I think 19 is the best one personally, even though game's not perfect, but I think that I like the content in it the most out of any of them. Even though I still play MLB 06 on my PS2. I have like a holy, sacred assortment of old sport games that I will forever hold high, which are Madden 03, NBA Live 05, MLB 06, Backyard Baseball 05, and Triple Play Baseball. That's like the sacred 5 right there. Triple Play is kind of a broken game, honestly. Where I think I've played more games with 20 to 10 scoring than 1-0. Because, like, it's steroid era baseball, so at any normal difficulty, balls are going to fly. And it's, like, insane. So, I think the amount of double-digit run games I've played on that is probably, like, ridiculously high. There's a base hit. So, yeah, this is going to be a competitive game, man. Yeah, so bases loaded 2 out. This is a big spot right here. He can't give up any more runs here. Yeah, he really needs to scram. Anyone have like a official return for Marcus Stroman yet? Because I do really want to find out so I can make my judgment on the trade. Oh, that's trouble. He's got to catch that. He got it. There we go. Good play by EJ. And so I'm going to repeat a couple things I said before since we're a little way in now. The reason I'm not using their audio is because they're playing copyrighted music, as you can see, and I don't really want to deal with any of that trouble. That's not necessarily in Stark Raving Sports' best interest. And in the description, there's an American Cancer Society donation link. Any donation is appreciated greatly. And in the setup, the form that you fill out to donate, it says $20. That's not a minimum or anything. It's just a placeholder. You can edit it and donate as much as you want. Every dollar is appreciated, and they all help the cause. I kind of want to see EJ tie this here. And I see the return. They traded K and Simeon Woods Richardson. I'm a fan of Anthony K, so I'm not sure how I feel about that. But I don't know how I feel, personally. I'm an Anthony K fan, so that does kind of bug me. It could have been worse. That's what I'll say. Yeah. They traded one Long Islander for another, pretty much. I think the Mets agenda is probably to compete in 2020, even though I think that they feel kind of a sense of urgency to win with their core, which I feel like that if they were in a different market, they would think differently. Being a New York team, I think that if there's like a tie situation of pieces to sell and pieces to win, they're going to want to win. If they're the Iowa Mets, they're probably selling, but because they have big market standards and big market expectations, they want to win, like at all times. A New York team will probably never tank, as we're fully aware that we live in an era of tanking. So we don't necessarily know what's going to be going on here. But at the same time, I'm excited to see Marcus Stroman pitch for the Mets. I am a little bummed that Anthony K will never do so, though. Is that gone? Oh my god, that's a home run. He's got the lead. We got a good game on our hands, folks. EJ and JBD got a good game on our hands. Is that gone too? Oh no, I didn't even see where the ball was at first. So he's gonna go to the pen now, because a theme we've seen in this tournament is people go to the pens really early. They don't want to take any chances with their starters. No, that could have killed the ball boy, by the way. Oh, that's gone. We got a slugfest on our hands, folks. We've had some pretty entertaining games. We had a 14-10 game with EJ and Trev Teeps. Matt and the Showtimes played a thriller that you should go watch on his channel. It's the third game, where I'm not gonna... Actually, you know what happened if you saw the bracket, but Matt and the Showtimes played a great game. Gary Sheffield Jr. and Taix Core had a walk-off game. EJ and Serenity had a great extra inning game. So yeah, we've had a lot of fun so far. Alright, so this Willie Mays has been a troublesome card today. Oh, that's a base hit. maybe more. It's a good bounce for JBD right there. It's going to get him too. If it hit the wall, that probably is a single. If I'm EJ here, I do not give him a fastball or a sinker the entire rest of the inning. You gotta feed him with changeups and breaking pitches. Or, like, cutters, basically, that drift away. Do not throw anything that he could hit. Yeah, I'm okay with a walk there if I'm him. You just gotta get Alomar out, then you got the pitcher. And so, yeah, that's the second out. So the pitcher coming up, I think that's a wrap for the inning. Even though we've seen some pitchers get hits in these games. Oh, they're going to pinch hit. That's what they're going to do. How good is... Some people have taken the strategy of having really terrible benches because we had an overall cap. So I wonder if his bench is any good. So that's Eric Thames. His bench is okay. Could be worse. We walked Thames. That's a problem. Tony Gwynn's been maybe the most valuable individual player in this tournament. He's been, like, tearing everyone up. It's going to come down to Chapman versus Tony Gwynn. Interesting matchup here. Alright, yeah, he's going to throw all sliders and fastballs away. I don't think the Mets stole Stroman. I think that Anthony Kay is a very good pitching prospect. So I wouldn't call it a steal by any means, but who knows? It could be a good trade. I'm just not exactly... This is a weird trade because I'm not really sold on either team's move here. Could have been better, could have been worse for both teams. And they're going to be out of the inning. Good job by EJ to get out of that jam. Alright, so who's they're gonna bring in Billy Wagner. That's a good move to bring him in here. You see that scoreboard? We've had some action today, folks. Yeah, they're doing the same strategy to him. They're not gonna throw anything that could go inside. Except that probably missed inside. Good pitch there. That was nice. 3-2. What do you think here? I'm thinking he's going to go slider away. Nope. Very well could have hit that into the seats. Except there's no seats back there. No lucky break there for EJ. He might have went around. So Mays versus Wagner is probably a favorable matchup for... I was about to say for Mays, but he's doing double play. This is why I shouldn't open my mouth sometimes. But this is a best of 3, so whoever wins this game has a huge advantage because they only have to win one more. The other opponent has to beat them twice, but There have been two different series in this tournament where a person lost the first game and won the next two. Trev Teeps did it in the first round, and JBD did it to College Lefty to get here to the finals. So it's not impossible to come back. I'm gonna warn you, Matt does not have a very educated football knowledge. Matt's gonna say the Dolphins are gonna win the Super Bowl. I'm just teasing you, Matt. So yeah, Chapman's just not gonna let. He's just not gonna let JBD hit anything. I see he's throwing a lot of sliders. Now, I think I would like try to fool him and throw one fastball up and in to get around him. All right, there's the first or second out. I think it's the second out. My bad. Frank Thomas has 2 home runs today. So are they gonna bring in Eckersley? What's he gonna do? He's gonna leave Chapman in. I think I would have left Chapman in too, honestly. I think Chapman's capable of getting Frank Thomas out, which he wasn't there, but oh, he had trouble getting that and left. I think I would have kept going if I was JBD there. This is a creative player that JBD's using. We allowed creative players in the tournament because it's just for fun. It's for charity. Speaking of charity, link in the description to donate. We'd appreciate that. Any and all donations. Alright, so yeah, EJ's out of the inning. Ship It Stadium, like I said earlier, has been like the unofficial home of the entire tournament. Like pretty much all the games have been there. I didn't play my home games there. I know Matt didn't. C Saint didn't. And a few, like pretty much everyone didn't play at Ship It Stadium. Probably out of the 16 people that hosted games, I would say probably 10 or 11 played them at Ship It Stadium. See it. Creative player. Oh, did the creative player? He just hit a nuke. EJ's got the lead. That was a bomb by a creative player there. Do you guys know that Trace Thompson's Klay Thompson's brother? By the way, seeing that on screen right now for Trace Thompson being on the bench. That's gone too. Is it? Wait. Yeah, that's gone too. EJ's on a roll right now. What's the score? 8-5? Yeah, 8-5. So yeah, EJ's like looking like he could probably win this tournament, honestly. I know he's got to win one more after this in the event he even wins this game, but hey, he's on a great groove. Oh, is that... I was about to say, is that also a home run? But it's a little short. Why is that door open in the bullpen? And you guys see that in the by the 326 sign? They need to close that door. Not very good right here. So what is that? What does it matter if you have a game? There's a door open. What if someone hits a line drive through the door? That could hurt someone. Yeah, fly ball deep center, and I think that gets JBD out of the inning. Wait, nope, 2 outs. Whoops. I thought it was the 3rd out. I'm not a very good commentator at all, alright? Maybe that's part of the fun of you guys watching, is watching like the worst commentator possible. It's base hit by Duke Snyder too while I'm talking. Something I probably just realized, by the way, with the Stroman trade is it probably means Syndergaard is gone, because What I think they're probably doing, the more I'm thinking about it sitting here, is I think they're trading for Stroman for next year, kind of like when they traded for AJ Ramos a couple years ago, where they want to have Stroman, but I still think they're going to intend on selling Wheeler, maybe Syndergaard, try to get Vargas and Frazier out of there. So I think that what you're seeing, if you really had to ask me, I think that they're trying to do a little of both, where they're not necessarily buyers because they're still going to sell off Wheeler, all the impending free agents, and maybe Syndergaard. I think they're just doing a little of both at the same time, kind of like what the Pirates do sometimes. I feel like where the Pirates do half buying, half selling at deadlines, and the Rays do that too a little bit. What's your Twitch? My Twitch is just SRS Mike, but I've never streamed on Twitch. I just use that account to watch stream. So if you feel like looking up someone who just never streamed on Twitch before, then there you go. Who do you like tonight, Sox or Yanks? You got to ride the hot hand. I've learned that in picking games sometimes and having a feel for it, if a team is on a 3-game losing streak, you bet against them till they win. And if a team is on a 3-game winning streak, you bet for them until they lose. So now that it's like intersected, there's a 3-game win streak, 3-game losing streak, you really got to feel like the Sox have the advantage there. Are you good at Diamond Dynasty? Well, that's pretty subjective because I lost my 2 games to C Saint yesterday in the tournament. I don't consider myself great. I get to a weird point when I play video games sometimes where I have a skill ceiling where I just don't get better after a certain point. C Saint played me yesterday. He beat me twice. Then he went on to play Trev Teep, since Trev Teeps beat him twice. C Saint didn't stream, we didn't talk, so he didn't show his voice or anything. But on my personal channel I played him twice if you want to watch him playing against me, even though it's just his... For all we know, it couldn't have been him. It's just his account, but his PSN username is there to verify that it's him. That's a home run. What a shot. Who hit that? Wasn't paying attention. It's the guy... I think it's Pudge. I think is the guy before... Yeah, Pudge Rodriguez hit that. What a shot. 8-6. We got a great game. I've said that a few times, but this is a really good game. I'm excited because they got to play at least one more, too. I think whoever wins this game is probably going to win it, though, personally. I don't know who that's going to be because JBD is behind, but he's still really good. And, he was on fire. Who's playing? EJ Nave is the red team, and JBD Sports is black and yellow. They're both Twitch streamers. This is the finals of our charity tournament. Charity link is in the description. We'd appreciate any and all donations. And red team is undefeated so far in the tournament. So I really want to see if they can pull off going undefeated for the whole tournament. But yeah, it's EJ Nave and JBD Sports. You can see in the top left corner right now. And because this is our SRS tournament, I decided I'd react to the finals. I've been watching the streams anyway, but once we put up a poll, Mike's thinking about if he's going to watch the games, might as well stream his reaction to them, get you guys a little bit involved too. We'll just take a little peek at these games together. You know what I'm saying? All right, that's a line out city right there. Do I play MLB The Show myself? I did, as I just mentioned, I do play. We're doing this charity tournament for the American Cancer Society. Matt and I both played. I played C Saint, another YouTuber. We were just talking about that. And on my SRS Mike YouTube channel, I streamed my games yesterday if you want to go take a look at that. And if you don't want to see a whole stream, I played Matt back when our teams were hot garbage a couple months ago for a little funny video. Because we were never really Diamond Dynasty guys until a month or two ago. So, when our team still had a lot of silver players on them, we played a couple games for solo channels. We're already in the bottom of the 7th. How long have I been streaming? For 45 minutes already? Wow. So that means we're probably going to be here for 2 hours, at least when all's said and done. Because we're going to be here watching the whole finals. Base it up the middle by Wade Boggs. What else is new? In between games, I'm probably going to go to the bathroom, honestly. And if they start without me, I'll have to find out what's going on when I come back here. I just retweeted. I went on Twitter to see if there was any more news about Stroman, and Cespedes Family Barbecue tweeted Mets about to trade for the Bagel Boss guy to round out the Long Island rotation. That's funny. Bagel Boss guy is funny. I know he's kind of like a jerk, but he's really funny. Come on. Like some of the stuff he says in those other videos on Twitter is just great. And we're through 7, man. This is an exciting game, 8-6. We had a 14-10, though, earlier in the day, which was like a really big, eventful game to watch. But because I've been tuning into all the games since considering this is SRS's tournament. How many pitches is Eckersley at? 22? He's probably got another inning in him. EJ's got to be smart, though, if he wants to win this game. JBD's a good hitter, so he's got to keep JBD behind by any means necessary. Even if I was in this position, I would seriously consider using a different reliever for every out, just so he doesn't get a feel for the same reliever continually. That might be what he's doing. He's going to take him out, bringing the lefty. Oh no, the opponent's paused. My bad. I'm watching EJ's stream, so I thought, because I don't think JBD's streaming right now. So we're paying attention to EJ. That's gone. Should have brought in the lefty. He's still got a 1-run cushion, though, so if I'm him, I seriously consider using a different reliever for every out if I have enough of them. Or okay, so he wants the confidence to go back up because he wants the righty-righty is what I'm guessing here. Oh, that's tie game. Like I said, JBD can play. We got a fun game to watch, don't we, fellas? He's got to really not let the creative player, because creative players sometimes have stupid power. He's got to take Eckersley out of here, man. I think he really has to pull him. He's going to keep getting burned if he leaves Eckersley in too long. Yeah, 2-0. Pull him now. I don't know what he's doing, honestly. Like, seriously, I would have pulled him already. 2-1 is not even really a good situation for him. I think in his head he's just thinking it's one more out, but with this situation of the game, he's got to really not risk anything here. Okay, so it ended up working out for him, but that was... Actually, if he doesn't catch the ball, that's a problem. Alright, there he is. Wow, we got a fun game, guys. What do you think? He's going to put up Chris Davis to hit now. Chris Davis needs... Imagine Chris Davis, it's a home run here, and that's how the game is decided. On a Chris Davis 60 overall home run. Would love to see it. That might be. Nah, not deep enough. It's going to be warning track, though. Good hit by Chris Davis. You donated $10? Thank you so much, man. All donations really appreciate. We're trying to raise money for a good cause, American Cancer Society. So we can just, like, make sure we're doing a good thing here. Because we figured with a platform like this is the least we could do. Try to do some good here. If you hate the offense, this isn't for you. Well, me personally, I'm having a lot of fun watching this because this game's going to go right down to the wire, and I assume the next one is too. Both of these guys are pretty well aware the other's a pretty good player. Finals already missed the entire thing? I'm sorry, man. Me and Matt's games are on our solo channels when we streamed them yesterday, so if you want to see me and Matt lose, You could take a look about that. And we're thinking about trying to see if there's a way to do like a tournament highlights video for this channel. But because there's so many streams to go through and it would take a while in the first place, if we were to do it, it wouldn't come out for a hot minute. And B, we would probably emphasize our games, since that's probably what you guys want to see the most. And then pick out like the actual most exciting, most fun, best of the best moments from the other streams to put at the end. And yes, Matt and I are aware that the Mets have traded for Marcus Stroman. We're a bit torn on the move itself, even though we both like Stroman as a player. So, yeah, we're not exactly over the moon about it, but we both like the player. Are they going to walk him here? That looks like a really young manager. So they want bases loaded 2 out. What is he doing? And this is a really that was a huge mistake. This is a really bad pitcher by this standards. This is Tim Hill facing Wade. If he gets a hit, this is like really bad news. That was a mistake. If he scores this run, this is a problem. I don't know what he was doing there. Does he really think that was this a serious move? I can't see him bringing this guy in on purpose. But it's do or die right here. Oh, it worked. Just look at that. Every time I like bash a move or praise one that one of these guys is making, it ends up being the complete opposite. So maybe I should just like not give my feedback on moves anymore. And now it's gonna be a walk-off win, but if it's gonna be EJ for the first game. But I'm thinking like whoever scores last is probably gonna win this thing. Like you may think that sounds obvious, but it's more of like whoever can get runs in bunches last is gonna end up taking it away. It's like the whole whoever has the ball last in football theory. This is gonna come down to bullpens and ability to handle pressure with a little bit of luck. I'm not cheering for anyone particular. I'd be lying if I said I didn't want to see EJ go undefeated in the whole tournament, though, because that would be really cool to pull off. So I don't necessarily have stake in this game, but I do want to put it out there that it'd be cool to see EJ go undefeated. So there's going to be 2 out in the inning. Who does JBD still have on the bench? Oh, this is the Batista. I think that's the... Yeah, I don't know if there's a regular Batista in the game, so that's got to be the 92 Batista. Good pitch there. Slider low and away. Matt, are you still here, by the way? If you're in the chat, can you let me know? Two and two, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Oh, he's had a great eye this game, JBD. Great pitch. Always got a shot to win it. Like I said, after this game ends, I'm going to go take a quick pee break, and if they start without me, I'll have to find out when I get back. Because I really need to use the restroom, man. Let's pop out. Hey Matt, I see you're here now. Are you able to pop on Discord? Because I kind of do, if you're available, want you to join in and talk. But if you're still unavailable, I totally understand. I just want to put that out there. Because, chat, the reason why he's not here in the first place is was a bit preoccupied when we chose to do this. If that's still the case, let me know. But we'd kind of love to have you hop on here. You're more than welcome to, of course, given that you're a part of this channel. I need to stop rambling. 3-2 here to win. Big count. He can't go down looking here. Is the only thing. Yeah, he knows it. I think that would have been ball 4, but he swung at it because it was close. Yeah, exactly. I'd throw cutter low and away if I'm Jansen. Ball 4, that's a base runner. Now that's that creative player. I would walk the creative player here. Because with these terrible benches that I saw, there really is a better chance that he hits into a double play or bunts and it's 2 out now. So I think that might be the favorable situation if he puts this guy on. Oh, he's going to run, try to fix the problem altogether. He's safe, too. EJ's in a good spot, man. He's got 82 home runs with his creative player, by the way, I see back there. Yeah, I think he's trying to walk him now, trying to get a double play. He's gonna go like fastball up and in here. Nope. Oh, he should. That was ball 4 right there. Ramon Russell's got to try for a walk-off hit there, though. Ball 4. His choices are Terrence Gore and Trace Thompson. And the pitchers left aren't super stunning either. So this is really going to be an interesting spot here. See, look at the 2 common pitchers left after Brett Cecil. He's used all of his diamond pitchers. Great play. Is it going to be double play? Wow, what a turn. For a second I thought Trace Thompson was going to have the winning hit. But now we're into extras in the first game of the final, so this is really exciting. Yeah, Cecil is a good matchup here, though, because Cecil's probably a good gold lefty to have, since we did install the overall cap. Great pitch there. That's a home run. Wow. He had a shot right there, EJ. Who hit that home run? I forgot. Oh, Hornsby. Well, that's what kind of comes with having some pitchers like this against Rogers Hornsby, given that he exhausted all of his diamond ones. Liner to short. All right. So there's 2 out now, I think. I wonder who JBD still has left, given because we can see what's going on with EJ. We're watching his stream. I don't know how depleted JBD's pitching is right now, since we know that it's pretty shot on EJ's side, and that's ripped. Frank Thomas has been mashing for people this tournament. And now creative player versus Cecil. He's not giving him anything. If he's throwing strikes, he's trying to hit like as far away from the middle as possible, obviously. But he's not trying to mess around here at all. Oh, that's trouble. That's a home run. Yeah, that's gone. JBD, man. He can play. He's been mashing all tournament. There's the 3rd out. So, does EJ have 3 runs in him? He probably does, but we have to see if he can come through with him. Jansen's going to try to go for another inning. Is that a home run? Yeah, that's gone, so he only needs 2 more now. Yeah, it's a fly out, I think. Wait, he's still going back. No, it's a fly out. So 1 down. EJ needs 2 runs to tie and 3 to win here. He really does have it in him because these players are both insane, the 2 who are left. That's a home run. This is not over yet by any means. Not even close. Who they bring in here? Oh, that's Goose Gossage. I have to readjust myself in my chair for this. All right, 2 out. All comes. Who's up after Willie Mays for EJ? Wade Boggs base hit, and then the next guy it's a home run is a very fitting end to this game. That's not the base hit. That's good throw. That's over. And JBD has taken the first game. He's got to win 1 more to be our champion in the Diamond Dynasty tournament. But excuse me for a minute because I really need to pee. So I'm not going to be able to... They're probably going to start the next game without me. But excuse me, I really have to go to the bathroom. Matt, keep the chat entertained. I'm back, y'all. Just putting on a jacket because it's kind of chilly in my room. They're gonna play Camden Yards. Camden Yards is beautiful. I want to see them play there. Well, nope, they're not. Ship it. Ship it's the designated venue, pretty much, like I said. I've been to Camden Yards, and it's like my favorite stadium I've ever been to. So, yeah. I'm at a loss for words right now. Alright, Oral Hershiser and Jack Morris. Very throwback 80s pitching matchup here. Alright, so yeah, this could be the game that... Oh, they're trying to do the whole win thing again. So it's not Hershiser and Morris, probably. I forgot about that, because that's never really been a thing that I worried about, but... They're super competitive players. They want all the circumstances to be as fair as possible, even down to the wind. So, yeah, while they're trying to get the perfect situation on wind, I'm going to put my phone back on and look at the chat, see if there's anything new in there. What do you say, chat? Anything good for me to read or respond to? That's some sound I don't want to play. Alright, live chat. Yeah, this was a very intense game, and I'm excited to see if we can get the same showing in Game 2 or, if needed, 3, because this has been a really fun event. I really enjoyed the tournament that we put on for everyone. A lot. I'm proud of what happened. So yeah, we gotta see who comes up to pitch now, because I would like it to be Morris and Hershiser. That's a fun matchup, but no, it's the duel of Adam Wainwright, assuming the wind is good. It's all up to the wind. Do I like Citi Field? Yes, I do. I haven't been there in 3 years, I think. 3 years, the last time I've been there. But I do have a lot of fond memories there. I was at every home playoff game in 2015. I was really lucky to have the chance to do that, and I wouldn't trade the experience for the world. So now, like I said earlier, the mission right now is wait for them to get the wind situation they want, because they really want optimal wind here. How do I feel about Marcus Stroman going to the Mets? I'm not over the moon about it, but I'm not disappointed either. I just want to see who wins this tournament, man. This has been really exciting. Thoughts on Mike Trout going to the Mets? Well, assuming Mike Trout was to get traded to the Mets, it would probably take Jacob deGrom, Pete Alonso, pretty much anybody good on the whole franchise, down to the minor leagues. So trading for Mike Trout is actually not a very good idea. Other than Citi Field, what is your favorite MLB stadium? Citi Field is not my favorite MLB stadium. I think Camden Yards is. Let me try to think of the ones I've been to that are still standing, and I'll try to rank them. Best to worst I've been to, or favorite to least favorite. I'm gonna say Camden Yards is the best, followed by Fenway Park, Citi Field, Citizens Bank Park, Marlins Park, Nationals Park, Yankee Stadium, PNC Park, and Busch Stadium. I know PNC Park gets talked about a lot, but I'm not necessarily a huge fan right now of... everyone talks about the view at PNC being like the best thing ever. I personally didn't really see the hype of PNC Park. It's not a dish at it. It's just I view parks a lot differently than most. I look at like food and atmosphere and things to do and view and parking and all that. I look for a lot of different things in a ballpark. So you need a few of those things. Camden Yards pretty much has every single thing you could possibly want. Great food, really unique options, beautiful view, beautiful layout, a lot of things to see and do. You can go to Utah Street, great view from pretty much anywhere in the house. And I really would love to go back there. I think I went there in 2015, and I really have to try to get back there at some point. It was one of the only places that I've been to that's wowed me. The only ones I've also been to in sports that wowed me are I went to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta last year for the Falcons play in Atlanta United. Fenway Park did kind of wow me too. Favorite player in the MLB? Presently, it's probably Pete Alonso. Big Pete fan here. All time, it's probably Mike Piazza or Jose Reyes. Yeah, we gotta keep waiting for EJ and JBD here to get the optimal situation. Because as you can see, they're very particular about the circumstances. They want the game to be as fair, as equal to both sides as possible, is what it appears to be. Now they're going to check on the wind again, make sure everything's on the up and up. But personally, if you're asking me, I couldn't really care. And yeah, they keep fixing that. This is not how I intended this part of the stream to be, just watching them log in and out of games. But, yeah. Alright. I'm gonna read EJ's chat, see what's going on my phone, that is. See if they... Yeah, they understand. The chat thinks that the wind in this game is huge, which, in all fairness, it is. So they want to get that to be optimal. I understand, even though that I didn't necessarily care too much about it, nor did I see other people care that much about it. But, hey, whatever people want to try to do to win, or make the game as good as possible. Whatever they got to do. So we really have to not get into who the pitching matchup is until they're set on the wind here. What about you guys in the chat? What are your favorite sporting venues that you've seen? So you can be... I get that some people haven't been to too many venues before, so you could be as not specific as you want. Like, my favorite place I've seen a game is the Little League field I played out when I was 12, you guys could say. Something like that. But the wind, they think the wind matters because they want it to be fair for like both sides of the field, and it can influence how it really just influences how the ball's coming off the bat, and they want it to be as equal or fair as possible for both sides. So they're trying to like confer between themselves if they want everything to be good here, because of course they want everything. But I'm not sure if they're gonna play or not, because since he was changing his gameplay settings, that gives off the impression they're actually going to give these circumstances a shot, finally. Yep, looks like they're going to play. Alright, Wainwright v. Wainwright. We're underway in Game 2. Finally, we're underway. Here at Ship It Stadium, the unofficial official venue of the Stark Raving Sports Tournament. Is College Lefty still in? No. Unfortunately, College Lefty got bounced in the semifinals to the guy in the black and yellow uniforms. This right here is I almost said C Saint. JDB is in the black and yellow, and EJ Nave is in the red. Or black and red, per se. So far, you've been in Staples Center, Dodger Stadium, Angel Stadium, Staples Center for a Sparks game. So yeah, you've been to a lot of stadiums in the LA area. Oh, I forgot. I went to PNC Park for a tour. Not PNC. Petco Park for a tour. But I didn't see a game there. I just got to go on a tour when I was vacationing in San Diego like 9 or 10 years ago, I think. And it was I remember it being nice, but I don't remember too much about it. MCU Park, the home field of the Cyclones, is really good. I've been there, Bloom and Flower, and MCU Park is actually like very good especially for a minor league stadium. I'd love to go back. I can't believe I'm saying I'd love to go back to a minor league park, but I no longer live in the Northeast. I grew up there. I spent the first 16 years of my life there, but I've been living in Florida for the last few years. So yeah, I go to school in Florida. I live in Florida now, even though my roots are in the New York, New Jersey area. C-Saint got eliminated in the second round by Trev Teeps, a.k.a. the guy with 4 million stubs. Literally, that's not an over-exaggeration. C-Saint did beat me in the first round, though. So, I wish C-Saint would have got eliminated a little bit earlier, because I wish I could have stuck around more, but he beat me fair and square. Beat me 2 good games. He really pulled away late in the first game, scored 7 in the 9th. So, yeah, C-Saint definitely earned his stripes to get to the second round. And he put up a very good showing in Game 2 against Trev Teeps. How am I doing? I'm doing well right now. A lot's going on. Met to trade for Marcus Stroman. We talked about that a little bit. And we're having fun watching the last series of the SRS Diamond Dynasty tournament that we arranged for charity. That's a home run, by the way. Wow, JDB is really looking at winning this tournament. And like I said earlier, neither of these guys were even in the tournament until like 36 hours ago. Both came in because people needed to drop out for emergencies. What is your favorite college stadium? Does Yankee Stadium count? Because I know they have the Pinstripe Bowl there. So, other than that, I've been to my University of Miami's baseball stadium a few times, and I like that. And can I say Hard Rock Stadium? 'Cause that's where University of Miami plays football games. I've been there for Jet Dolphin games, and technically the Hurricanes play football there, so if I'm allowed to say that, I kind of want to. Yeah, I'm a person. I don't know if you've been noticing in our clip selection recently, especially on baseball. There are some really wacky venues. Wacky, not really wacky, like unique venues baseball games have been played at. And we kind of want to make our clips not generic in a way and have a little something going on in all of them. So something we've been doing is having games in different places. Like, research we've done, we found out, this is news to us, though, there was like major league games in Hawaii in the 90s. The Rays had a few games in Orlando. I knew this though, but the Montreal Expos played quarter of their home games in Puerto Rico for a year or two. My dad actually went down to the Puerto Rican stadium to see the Mets there. But yeah, so stadiums are a really cool thing. I used to go to a lot more when I was younger. I would usually, like, if I was going on vacation with my family, if there was a baseball team they were in town, we'd try to catch a game. But not necessarily the case at the moment for me. Although I did go to Yankee Stadium with my cousin when I was in New York last week. I tweeted about it, that I was not necessarily comfortable as a Met fan at Yankee Stadium seeing them win. Like, we were catching the train home, and I was like, the Rays really turned into the Orioles for that game. Can you do a video on 10-cent beer night? I should probably address this because this was talked about in the promotions video. People wanted to know where 10-cent beer night was in the funniest promotions. The reason that we didn't necessarily put that is because it's not necessarily funny. In fact, it's kind of sad what happened, and it was kind of a disaster. So I didn't necessarily... the reason we didn't put it in there is because it wasn't necessarily funny. It's kind of a tragedy, if you think about it, because it's a really bad thing that happened. It was really left a stain on baseball. And the story's been told a lot, and it's very well known. So I'm not really sure we're going to do a video on it. Maybe take a jab at it every once in a while. But it wasn't necessarily a good promotion, as you know. And it was ridiculous. But since the title and the theme was funny, and we went for more the lighthearted route, that isn't necessarily a lighthearted thing. That's why you didn't see it there. These guys have been getting good pieces all game today. Yeah, this reminds me of, like, the College World Series, how, like I've said a million times, like, all these games have been at Ship-it Stadium. So it's almost like the tournament takes place at one place, kind of like the College World Series. Wainwright's got 3 home runs I see back there for him. That's really impressive, actually. Yeah, EJ must be good with hitting with Adam Wainwright. Good pitch there by the other Adam Wainwright, too. It's going to be a base hit. Yeah, wow. Look at these pitchers getting hits here. I'm going to draw attention, by the way. Again, we've got the charity link in the description. Every dollar counts. It says $20 there. It's just a placeholder. So I feel like some people have gotten fooled that $20 is like a minimum or mandatory donation. It's not. We're trying to raise money to benefit the American Cancer Society because nobody likes cancer. And SRS is going to match the highest donation throughout the tournament after it ends. And we're here right now reacting to the finals of our charity tournament that we organized and put together. Because I want to see who wins this thing. And I've been watching the games all day, so we were like, hey, might as well put it on. Have I ever been to the Baseball Hall of Fame? Yes, I have. Been there. I haven't been there in a while, but I have been there before. I think I went twice, I want to say. But not in a good while. I really want to see if they've updated. I don't even remember when it was that I went last, but I did go, being as that I used to live in the New York, New Jersey area. It was less of a hike. I live in Florida now, so it's not necessarily a big trip. For a fun vid, me and Matt should play Wii Sports Baseball. I don't have a Wii, and I don't know how to record Wii gameplay either. So unless we're physically in person with one another, and I don't know if he has a Wii either. So we would A, have to meet up, B, buy a Wii, then set it up, then buy Wii Sports if it doesn't come with the Wii. I'm not sure if Wiis are even sold and produced anymore. So that would be a lot of work, but I would love to do it, but I'm not sure if that's really feasible personally. Bart21 is the guy who commented that. I would love to do it personally. I wouldn't say no. That's not necessarily... That's like saying, why don't you go play tennis on the moon? Like, I'd love to play tennis on the moon, but it's not as easy as it sounds. Yeah, JDB's got another rally going. If Frank Thomas hits a home run here, that really helps his chances. Alright, that's a line out to center. My Wii came with Wii Sports. I had a Wii when I was younger, and I believe it did come with Wii Sports, but I don't think I've had a Wii for probably 7 or 6 years or so. And I remember, well, from one of my friend's 21st birthday, we were like chilling at his house after we went out to eat and such. And we go home, and for a 21st birthday party, we played Wii Baseball. Like, I swear, we played like a couple games, then we played Wii Tennis, and we were all saying, like, we're in this, like, the Wii hadn't been touched in years, but we're sitting here for playing stuff like that, like playing Wii Sports for a 21st birthday. We're like, we're really doing this right now. Will I ever do a part 2 of the funniest MLB promotions? First of all, it wasn't MLB promotions, it was sports, because we had a football promotion on there. I guess if we can find more funny promotions, we'll think about it, but we've got more pressing videos to do. That's a home run, by the way. We'll do more pressing videos first, because we do have... I will tease it for the people in this stream. We've got some plans to get some guests on the channel in August. We have to see if it works out. That's why I said plans. But we do plan on bringing some guests to appear on SRS in August. We're in some talks with some people, and we do have a video with a guest on the way soon. It's a line drive right there. Great play there at third. EJ's probably, like, getting kind of frustrated right now, though. EJ's been putting on an offensive storm most of the tournament. Both of these guys only have one loss now. So... Oh, is he going to catch this? He's not going to catch that. Pudge has 72 speed? Not sure how realistic that is, but... Hey, what do you know? Good pitch there. I would have swung at that if I was him personally. We've seen Wainwright's a decent hitter, so normally he probably would walk Alomar here, but he's not gonna. Oh, that's trouble. Yeah, that's more for JDB. Or JBD. I forgot what I almost mixed up his name. Is this going to be a video? This stream will probably go unlisted at some point tonight. Not 100% sure, though. But we are considering the idea of doing a tournament highlights montage with an emphasis on Matt and I's games. And after that, because there's just so much streams that happen for this, that would probably be a real pain to, like, adequately get a true highlights montage from beginning to end, round by round. So that what would probably happen is emphasis on Matt and I's games, and then after that, or at some point within the video, we've got assorted stuff that happened from the other streams. Although that would take, it's still going to take a lot of time to make. So, and since we have to focus on other videos too in the meantime, we're going to necessarily, we're not going to guarantee that that video gets made, just an idea if we can end up pulling it off and doing regular content kind of thing. Because of course at SRS we do care about posting frequently, or semi-frequently as well. We've had some upload gaps, but this summer we've been pretty good at getting content out, if I can say so myself. Most famous people I've met. I'm kind of turning this into an AMA though, aren't I? Most famous people I've met. Is that going to get down? Yeah, it's down. I met Tim Tebow. Met Clancy Brown, the dude who does he does a voice actor for Mr. Krabs on SpongeBob. For YouTube in person, I met the Fine Bros at Citi Field one time. But if you're counting like people I've interacted with over the internet, since that's kind of been coming with the territory of doing YouTube, the list is a little different. But if you're talking about in person, it probably ends there. There's a run for EJ too. EJ's trying to get back in this game. He's gonna get the pen up too. Last game he exhausted all of his diamond relievers pretty early. And this is the this is the move. Go for it here. Tie it right now. I love what I'm seeing from EJ in this strategy. That might have done it. No, that's gonna bring home the run though. Yeah, we still got some competitive digital baseball here, folks. EJ Nave and JBD Sports going for the championship of our American Cancer Society SRS MLB The Show 19 Diamond Dynasty Tournament. It's like the Michael Scott Rabies Dunder Mifflin Scranton Fun Run, whatever the title was. Race for the Cure, I think, was in there. Yeah, we're getting right down to the meat and potatoes of this tournament. It's a hanger. Oh, that could have been trouble for JBD. That's a hanger too. That's trouble. It's gonna tie the game. EJ's right back in it. Look, we tied the game. Big inning there by EJ. Base hit here. It's a 5-run frame. No, that's gonna end the inning. But tie game. Look at that. This is a really good game. We've been spoiled. We've had some very good action this tournament. If I was to recommend one game to go back and watch, it would be Matt's third game against the Showtimes. That was crazy. I was eliminated at that point, so I got to watch it go down. But that was really fun to watch, because I've been tuning into all the games after I got knocked out. Because we wanted to put on this fun event, with the baseball community kind of thing. Alright, favorite artist is a question in the chat. I listen to a lot of music, as you might be aware from my Twitter. I don't know favorite right now or favorite cumulative discography, I'm going to ask you. Like, it's kind of like sports for me. There's a best of all time, and there's a best right now. So, do you want who I think is doing the best stuff at the moment, or who do I think has the best body of work? Because then I'll answer specifically and give contenders for that after. Have I been to Madison Square Garden? I went twice to Madison Square Garden when I lived up north. Can't say I had as good of an experience as I thought I would, though. But yeah, I have been to MSG. Cool atmosphere, but wasn't necessarily everything I thought it was going to be. No offense, MSG. That's foul ball. Yeah, Bart21, I'll specify. I just don't know what you're asking, because I would give multiple names for... Alright, both. My favorites right now, I listen to mostly hip-hop. I would say my favorite rappers right now are Tyler the Creator, Jid, Denzel Curry, Kendrick Lamar, and I'm gonna think of one more. Like, I have to decide on one more for like a top 5. I'm gonna say to round out my top 5, I'm gonna go Kanye, because Kids See Ghost and Ye were still pretty good. Favorite bodies of work, I'm gonna say Kanye, Logic's old stuff, Run DMC, Tribe Called Quest, and Kendrick. And Mac Miller had a pretty good body of work too. Do I watch Foolish Baseball? Yes, I do. I'm very lucky to be in a group chat with him too on Twitter. I'm in a group chat with a few other entertainers on this whole sports entertainment scene. And the one with Foolish Baseball, all we do now is talk about John Boy videos, which is kind of cool. He's going to throw that. He's going to strike him out right here. Maybe not that pitch, but I think he's going to strike him out on something. Slider, maybe. If I'm EJ, I go slider low and away here. I think that's what he's doing right now. All right, you got the out. Man, we've got some competitive digital baseball. Like I said a couple minutes ago, this is neither guy wants to lose in this tournament. If you want to get like caught up on who else was in the tournament, I'll go on Twitter right now and look at what the bracket was and inform you who all the participants were, in case you want to go back and find, because every game was streamed by someone. So if you want to go back and look at what happened in the other games, I'll go back on Twitter and pull up the full bracket right now and tell you who played, because I don't want to miss anyone. All right, so it was C Saint, me, Trev Teeps, Like a Bus, Ray Cheesy 21, EJ Nave, MLB Random Stats on Twitter, Serenity, Take Score, Gary Sheffield Jr., JBD, Cubs Fan 004. That's gonna be Go Ahead Run. Oh no, that's caught. Matt, The Showtimes, Uncle Sam's Reject, and College Lefty Gaming. That's who played. Do I watch 5 Points videos for 5 Points vids? Yes, we know him very well. We've worked with them several times, actually. And Stark Raving Sports does know 5 Points vids very well. He found us when we had, like, under 200 subscribers, I think. So, yeah, we go way back. It's a hanger. Oh, Chris Davis just missed his chance there. 632 average for Chris Davis. I just noticed that. That's insane. This is a 60 overall. And he's hitting... Oh, that's going to be a wild pitch. That's going to score. He's not sending the runner at the plate. He's just going to try to go to second. It's not a bad idea. I would have sent him home, personally. Well, maybe that's why he's in the tournament and I'm not. Who knows? Do I watch John Boy? I love John Boy. He's so funny. I would love to work with him sometime, although I do know Highlight Heaven, as we've worked with. We did Sport Night with him one time. Highlight Heaven talked to him, and he said the takeaway was John Boy is very, very busy right now, which I figured everyone can assume. He's doing a lot of things, making some like TV appearances too. I think I saw him on MLB Network on something on the internet, but he is like doing a lot right now, and he's blown up for good reason, and he's earned it because his content is great. But yeah, I love John Boy. This is a great play. Dive. Oh, he got the tag on him. Oh, nice play. All right. Good play there, EJ. How did I meet Matt? We both used to do gaming videos, and we met each other through that. I think what was happening is I was like watching streams of other people playing the game, and I found Matt. And Matt's like at the time he's still like this now, but Matt's an extremely approachable person. So I thought Matt was cool, seemed really nice. Wanted to get in touch with him. We got in touch with him. Found out we both love the Mets. This was I think almost 3 years ago. Wow, and we got in touch. We started playing. I came up with the idea for SRS. I told it to him. He was like, "I'm in." The second I told him, and I still joke with them saying I never actually invited him to join the SRS team, but I trusted him, so he came aboard anyway, and he's done wonders for this channel, and we're happy to have him. I did make a video on how Stark Raving Sports came to be some point in the spring. I think it was like February or March. So if you want to watch how Stark Raving Sports started, there is a video about that. Do I think the Mets will trade Syndergaard? Now that they've traded for Stroman, I think they will, if you ask me. I think that's the plan, to replenish the farm system and have Stroman instead of Syndergaard. I think that's kind of the move. So it's like a net gain for the farm, and they have Stroman over Syndergaard. Oh, that's an invisible wall. Or whoever said it was a screen earlier is probably right. Or it's just an invisible door. I'd like to think it's an invisible door. Torino, he's gonna. EJ's in a good spot here. If he walks and has Duke Snyder up first and second, nobody out. Doesn't even need to walk. That's a base hit. That's gonna score the run. He's sending him. I think he's gonna beat it. Tough play at the plate. He's safe. EJ's got the lead. Look at that. Might go to a third game. Can I name every type of walk-off? Walk-off hit, walk-off home run, walk-off balk, walk-off walk, walk-off hit by pitch, walk-off error, walk-off catcher's interference. What else could be ending a game? What else could there be? I think I mentioned all the ways. I think I mentioned all the ways to get to first, didn't I? Another hit there. Why are we playing in minor league ballparks? A lot of people have a preference for that when playing like competitively on the show. And Ship It Stadium apparently has pretty good elevation, so it's easy to hit here. So yeah, they're trying to get a lot of hits going on, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Alright, bases loaded, nobody out. EJ's in a very good spot here. But as we've seen today, JBD is a really good player. So even if he goes down like 5 or 6 runs, that really doesn't mean anything here. Oh, good point, Walker. Like, squeeze and wild pitch past ball. Oh, and less lag at minor league parks? I didn't know that. Good to know. I play at Capitol Field, personally, good portion of the time. Because I love the view of Capitol Field when you're hitting. So, maybe that's... I played my home game against C-Sane at Capitol Field, but other places I play at often are Old Miami, The Porch, City Field, and Marlins Park. And I think I've played at Camden Yards a little bit, too. I mean, 5-3 is not a huge lead in these games, as we've seen. People have made huge comebacks in these games. So I just want to know who comes out on top of this tournament, because this has been a lot of fun to watch. It was fun to play in it. Wasn't fun to lose, but it was fun to play. And then right after that, I went on, watched the streams, made sure everything was on the up and up, given this is SRS's tournament. And I've been thrilled, and I'm really proud of how this has turned out. We all are here at SRS. Given that SRS isn't really one person, and for a while, people thought we were one person, which was really funny. We are not one person. We're a group/brand. When does this tourney end? This is the finals. So it ends the next time JBD wins, or if EJ wins twice, because this is best of 3. So this tournament ends this round. This is the finals. We started yesterday, played the first 2 rounds yesterday. We played the semifinals already today, and this is the finals. And I'm just reacting to the finals here on stream. As soon as this ends, I'm unfortunately going to have to run, though. I am starving. So I'm going to need to eat because I've been paying attention to this tournament most of the day. But I figured, since I've been watching these games, we had the idea. Originally, it was going to be all of us. I wanted to see if we could get all of us here. So I was like, I've been watching these games anyway. Might as well watch them with the fans, obviously, the subs. And Matt and Chris are unfortunately busy out of the people who were even in town to watch the games with me. So here we are. Got all of you with me, though. Yeah, 3-run lead is nothing, especially when there's 3 innings left. JBD, if he gets on a groove, he starts getting a couple hits, he's going to string together a lot of runs. Like, all he needs is like 2 or 3 hits, and he can really well be back in this game. Not even including how much power his lineup has. He's been hitting a lot of home runs. Walk is almost cool here because he's got to use his last decent bench piece. Home run here though makes things a little bit more problematic for JBDB. That might be it. Is he gonna catch this? And now that we're going to a game 3, aren't we? This is gonna get decided by a winner-take-all game 3. Joey Bats with a huge home run there. Yeah, like I said, this ain't over yet, though. I'm excited, though. If this goes to a winner-take-all, even though it'll be here for a while, cumulatively, it'll be worth it. This has been a really entertaining series of MLB The Show to watch. There's a base hit. See, he's going to try to get... JDB probably does not think he's out of it. Or JBD, sorry, I keep getting his name wrong. You know what I mean. But JBD probably does not think he's out of this. He's got 3 innings to make up 7 runs, but this is like a top 50 player in the world, so that really isn't too much to ask him. See, he's getting some hits. He could put together a huge run here. Yeah, see, look, he's in a good situation. Frank Thomas home run. Oh, he just pops out. If he hits a home run, the next batter even, got a good situation. This is a creative player. He's actually had some home runs this tournament, so if he hits a home run or even gets a single up the middle that brings in 2 runs. Interesting situation here, to say the least. Alright, so yeah, it looks like we could be going to a game 3, which is really interesting, really exciting. And our tournament's going to end with some drama. Is there going to be another tournament next year? I'd like to do one, see if we can organize another one, because this was a whole lot of fun. Just got to make sure everyone has the time. Hopefully we do one another time. I don't know if it'll be when exactly, but I would be definitely open to seeing if we can get another one here. That's a home run. Oh, is it? No, it is not. He fooled me there. His reaction got me there. Well, what? He shouldn't have swung at that. It might still be over his head. What if this actually works out for him? A nice play, Tony Gwynn. Liner, is he gonna try to make this catch? All right, there he is, hung for a little too long. How often do you live stream? We really don't live stream all that often. This is just a very special occasion, given that it's the finals of our charity tournament that we put together. I've been watching the games all day, like I said, so we came up with the idea, try to see. So I was like, hey, I'm watching these games, might as well include the fans too. Know what I'm saying? Good pitch there. Up the middle. Yeah, he's got a rally starting. This is not over yet. Trust me when I say that. Again, I'm not doing too well at reading chat because I'm trying to pay attention. This is the crunch time of the game. Yeah, we got some late game drama on our hands, and I want to put all the attention I can into it. Oh, he's checking out JBD's bench. That's a smart move, actually. And he's checking to see who he's used. Orange, yeah. That means he's still got that Batista, which hit a grand slam off of him on the other side today. That's going to be over his head, I think. Oh no, he grabbed it. I'm always wrong about those things. Oh, yeah, is that going to get a little higher? Let's try. Oh, great play. Great play. Really well done. So yeah, we're in the ninth. Unless 6 or 7 runs can be scored, which actually isn't super unrealistic, we're going with deciding game 3, folks. Right, 12 hits and only 4 runs. Got to be a little disappointed. It's pop fly. If I'm EJ, I really need some insurance here because against this opponent, he needs every run he can get. A huge late inning comeback is not super unrealistic for him. Oh, he's down to the gold pitchers again and the 2 commons, so he's got a hit with Gossage. He's not going to get the insurance run. Or I take that back. Goose Gossage base hit. Can we get a W in the chat for a Goose Gossage base hit? Great pitch there. That was filthy. JBD's got to bear down right now. Line drive. He's going to catch this. So he needs 6 runs to tie, which isn't really super asking too much of him. But he's got to trust Holland here. I thought Gossage was pitching. I thought I saw Gossage was the one who got the hit. Maybe I looked at the wrong thing. My mistake. Yeah, he's just got to get 2 more outs, and then we're going to a game 3. Those outs do not appear to be easy to come by. That hung a little bit. I thought he could have ripped that just a little early on it. Very early, in fact. He's going to try it again further outside. He's just going to keep feeding him those sliders. That's not a good play. Oh, I'm surprised it didn't go. Right, we're 1 out away from a game 3. For all the marbles, winning the whole tournament. Great pitch there. Probably couldn't even touch that. That could have been a strike too. That was really close. He's just trying to... He's probably realizing right about now. That's a base hit, yeah. He's probably starting to catch on to EJ's strategy. Might be a little too late, though. Let's see. EJ's going to keep doing the same thing to these last couple hitters. That's what it looks like, at least. Or at least his Holland strategy, per se. That might drop. Oh, yeah, that dropped. He's going to not send the runner. It's a little risky there. And he kind of needs every run he can get, but... Yeah, Holland is tired, so he might make some mistakes. This is not over. He really has to turn to gold or 2 commons if... Oh, yeah, that's a home run. This is not over. He's only down 2 with 2 outs, so... Single and a home run. This game is not over. This game is not over. So he's going to have to bring in Brett Cecil now. Try to get a save. I don't think that was ideal for him. And here we go. Game 3. Game 3, guys. This is going to be exciting. Winner take all. We're going to have to deal with them fighting about the wind again, though. Player of the game is Batista, even though he just hit a grand slam. Even though that's been the difference in the game. See, very good players. They have very high ratings. And they're going to be playing winner take all to determine who wins our charity tournament. And when I mentioned charity, once again, we got a donation link for the American Cancer Society in the description of the stream. If you want to donate, any amount really would benefit everyone, because no one likes cancer. It says $20, but you can edit that. I think that's fooled a couple people so far already. That's just a placeholder. You can edit it, and SRS is going to be matching the highest donation. I'm actually going to check on that right now, while they're setting up the next game. EJ has DM'd us that he is going to be taking a small breather, and we're going to be waiting 2 minutes, so I'm going to do the same thing right now. I'll be back in a couple minutes, okay? Don't be too bad when I'm away. Behave yourselves in the chat, folks. Yes, you're right. Your ears did not deceive you. I'm back. Alright, so we're waiting on them. They're going to take a quick breather, understandably, because they've played 2 brilliant games so far. Yeah, they're setting up right now. They're going to play a winner-take-all. Winner of this game wins the whole tournament. Needless to say, the stakes are very high. Mike's still going. My guy's a monster. I want to see who wins, Matt. If we started this, we got to see who finishes. There's no point in leaving right before the winner-take-all game. You kidding me? Sure, Matt. Update me on what's going on in the Twitter world. Now that I've seen you pop in on the chat and I've promised to acknowledge the chat. Obviously. Hopefully they get the wind right now for the first time. So we can get on with it. Good games, folks. Before we start, good luck to EJ and JBD as they go at it for whoever wins this tournament. It's going to be fun, guys. I'm excited. First game went to extras. The other game was important. Interesting Noah update. I gotta see how that turns out, though. It's all speculation, though. Yep, they're waiting for better wind, obviously. That's what's been happening before every game. So what's to say they were going to do this any differently for the winner-take-all game? Because this right here, folks, is for all the marbles. All the cliches in the world coming out. Alrighty. What's going on, Rex? Just got your comment. I was surfing Twitter to get updates on this trade deadline saga. We're waiting on the finals winner-take-all game. This is the championship, official championship of our Charity Diamond Dynasty tournament for the American Cancer Society between EJ Nave and JBD Sports. Right here, they're trying to just make sure that they have proper wind because they want the circumstances to be as fair as possible for themselves. How did the bracket go down? Way too long to explain right now. It is on the SRS Twitter. So if you want to familiarize yourself, just make sure you know that JBD and EJ are in the finals. But the bracket updated is on our Twitter that was updated before the Final Four. So the Final Four is on the bracket. They're ready to go. Here we go. Let's play. Winner take all. Winner of this game wins the charity tournament. They get the bragging rights, the pride, all that. I know that EJ said on his stream earlier that he has yet to win a tournament. But at the same time, on the other side of the equation, JBD won a tournament last weekend. Who's got the best squad in your opinion? I thought the best team was College Lefty for a little bit, but he got knocked out by JBD. Because these squads have the same overall, because we set a cap of 92 to make the skill gap better, but I think that this is really a toss-up because EJ was playing his mind out for a little while because EJ didn't lose before the first game of the championship round right here. But JBD is on another level. He has been beating some really, really good players, and by wide margins at sometimes too. So he's been able to hit and then some. So we are in for a show right here. We have been. This has been really good so far. I'm very pleasantly very happy. I was gonna say pleasantly surprised, but I'm not surprised that this has been a really good showing. College Lefty is really good. Yeah, he put on a great show. He made it to a winner take all game in the semis, and JBD beat him to get here. Now we got a winner take all for the whole thing. What is JBD ranked in the world? I think he's top 50. I don't know how specific it gets, but I believe both of these guys are very, very renowned players. Both of their ratings are very high. So these guys are very good players, man. We're in for a great show. And they're on the same competitive team too. That's what the TYG is. They're on a team called the Young Guns. So EJ and JBD are ready to go. Good move there, holding him up at second. I think you would have thrown him out. Even though 89 speed is... I might have sent him with 89 speed, actually. Now it's going to be the battle of 99 Kershaws, too. So, really is... They're throwing everything they have into this game. Best starter, best lineups. They're going to have probably very safe bullpen usage, or trying to make sure that they do everything in their power to win this game. Great pitch. Oh, yeah, what a pitch there. That was filthy. Line drive left field. Is he gonna send him here? I wouldn't send him. Nah, good call. I think he would have thrown him out. There's a creative player here, switch hitter. Well, that's gone. JBD's got a 3-0 lead. Wow. Hey, that's what we're going to get. I bet you it's pretty likely that lead is taken away in short order. These guys can really play. They can really hit. And you saw JBD almost came back last game, too, so... No matter what the score is, this one is not going to be over for a while. It's not over till the final out. Right after, he's got 27 outs to record, pretty much, without giving up 3 runs. Or, he's got a 3-run lead, per se. 99 Kershaw's best pitcher in the game, so he's got everything in his power to try to shut down EJ Nave. Alright, that's not a very good start for EJ. Yeah, both of these players are like really, really good, so we're in for a marquee matchup here, at least. We're very proud to have been able to put this show together. That's going to get caught in right center field. Duke Snyder up, 2 Dodger legends here. I think we had this matchup earlier in the game from the other side, though. There's an overlap on players, obviously, with the better teams. That's why it's really coming down to who's the best player right now in this game, because they're having very, very similar luck, very similar teams. They've split the series so far. It's been really entertaining. I'm happy I get to watch it with you guys. Oh, that was almost a hanger. Grounded to first, and we're through 1, folks. We're 11.1% of the way there to potentially having this tournament wrapped up. He really could have ripped that out of the park, honestly. That was a mistake pitch if I've ever seen it. Grounded to third, yeah. There's going to be... I feel like the pitching's going to be a little more on point today, given that it's 299 Kershaws. We're going to get a better showing pitching-wise in this championship Game 3 winner-take-all game of this tournament. And as I said earlier, both of these guys were replacements for guys who couldn't make it earlier in the tournament. Neither of them were in the tournament until yesterday at like 11 a.m. Eastern, which is really impressive that now they're playing in the winner-take-all game of the finals. Alright, there's a good pitch there. Kershaw's been a decent hitting pitcher for so far. His 207 with the pitcher is not bad at all, so this is not a easy out by any means. See, he's 2-2 on him right now, and he's not risking giving him a fastball. I think now you got to give him a fastball up and away, though. Go, great pitch. Nothing he can do on that. My voice is getting really tired right now, if you could tell. Because me personally, I just want closure right now. I just want to see who wins this thing. Because we've been competing since 2 p.m. yesterday Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Pacific Time. So I just want to know who comes away as the champion of this thing. A lot of fun, a lot of great games. We're really honored to have put this together. I want to thank you all for your support so far. I want to thank all the donors, all the viewers, all the participants, everyone here right now. So I really want to say from the bottom of our heart, all of us at SRS, thank you for your support of the tournament. That was a good pitch there. I'm surprised you got a piece of that. Let's pop up to short. The creative player. Oh, that's not the short. Center fielder's gonna grab that. I don't think it was gonna be the shortstop. You see how the shortstop moved over for that? A good pitch. That's gonna be. Might be down. Not down. Good catch. So now 2 down. Bottom of the second. EJ is down to JBD 3-zip. Kershaw's been making light work of the offense so far. I think that's all. That is base hit. First of the game for EJ. I thought he was going to take second there for a second because that was a bit of a wonky animation. Tony Gwynn base hit here, you guys think? And then the creative player, it's a 3-run homer. Ramon Russell, I believe, is his name on deck. Line drive center field. Nice catch. 2 innings down, folks. 7 to go until we determine a champion. Of course, if this goes to extra innings, we're kind of screwed on time. Line drive to center. Yeah, pitching has been a lot better now that it's 99 Kershaws on both sides. This game might go quicker than the previous 2. Because, yeah, we've probably been here for at least 2 hours now. How long have we been here? Let me check the stream information. Yeah, we've been here for almost 2 full hours now. Trying to see who becomes the champion of our tournament. A hard hit, that's a little nice ground ball to first. I want to direct your attention again to the charity link in the description. We're raising money for the American Cancer Society support because no one likes cancer. So hopefully if you guys find some spare change, you want to donate it to the American Cancer Society, that would be greatly appreciated. You don't have to though, of course. If you're feeling generous, we'd greatly appreciate your support though. He almost ripped that one over the MLB The Show 19 sign in left center. EJ's just like on the brink of having an explosion at all times. So like this game is not even close to over, not by any stretch. Everybody comment, especially the MLB The Show players, if you could have one card enter the game, like one player that isn't in the game to be in the game, who would you want to see? There's a guy that I feel like I would love to see in this game, but Granted, his numbers were never spectacular as Bo Jackson. I want to see a Bo Jackson card. Good pitch there. Oh, not a good pitch. It was good late movement, but almost went right into the middle of the plate. Third of the way down, so we're determining our champion. Looks like JBD's got a lead to hold on to. That would be trouble. I think he's gonna get there though. Is he gonna get there? Nope. Just over his head. Leadoff double by the creative player Jack Kreiner. Now JBD's in business. Good take there. Good take. Wow. I'm surprised he didn't get that call. Swings 3-0. Is he going to beat this out? Oh, what a play. Did you see that? Chat. Did we just really see a great barehanded play like that? There's a run right there. JBD's up 4. Trying to get some insurance here. He's been methodical with getting runs this whole tournament. It's like clockwork he's been scoring. Yeah, that's a little line drive to center. He's putting hits together, man. Nice hit there, too. It's going to be a 5-zip lead and counting. I think the thing on his mind now is getting a mercy rule. JBD seriously just trying to end this as quickly as he can, hopefully trying to get the mercy into play. A double play ball. He's going to get 2. He's going to get 2. He got 2. Still down 5-0 though. A little bit of... Need some runs and fast, EJ. You guys still here down there? Anyone who's stuck here since the beginning of the stream, let me know. We've been here for a while, and I did not expect... I actually did expect this to go 3 games, but I feel like we're at a bit of a lull since this game is a 5-run lead right now. We've had some really exciting first 2 games. So, if you've been here since the beginning, let me know. You get a lot of brownie points if you've been sticking this one out. Good pitch there. He's really trying to feed him sinkers away, looks like. Going to the top of the 5th now. Almost halfway done with this. Kind of sad to see the tournament end though, because this was so much fun to put together. Now that it was here and it was great, I'm gonna miss it. Hey, how you doing, Giuseppe? Call you. I was just checking Twitter. I don't know if you commented that a second ago. Let me double check. Yeah, Giuseppe, you got a lot of brownie points. You've been here this long. I'm just really excited. I'm not going to leave until this game ends because we need to see who wins the tournament. First and foremost, that's the most important thing. Actually, the most important thing is raising money for charity. Donation link is still in the description. We're trying to do some good here with this tournament. Yeah, so Frank Thomas has been killing it for whoever has him. That's another hit. That's got to be like 7,000 Frank Thomas hits so far. Now, the creative player Kreiner's back up. Was that a double play ball? Gotta get 2 here. Oh, there were 2 outs. My bad. The EJ needs to get his offense together fast. Because once JDB gets to his bullpen, or JBD, I keep screwing up the name. I'm sorry if you're gonna watch this over, buddy. Yeah, if JBD gets to the back end of his bullpen, this could be a wrap. Came in the 7th inning of Game 2. This is some high-quality baseball. Yes, sir, it is. The first game, I'll catch you up. The first game went 10 innings, and JBD won. The second game, as you probably saw, went to EJ. And since this is best of 3, we're determining a champion right now. Because that's how best of 3 works. Yeah, the ground ball. EJ's trying to get a rally together. He needs this. I don't have a preference for who I want to win. I just want to see a great game, and I'm sure you do too. But definitely go follow EJ Nave on Twitch and JBD Sports on Twitch. Show them some love now or after the stream. Because, man, they've been playing their hearts out all tournament, and this has been a very hard-fought series. I feel bad that someone actually has to lose this. Both of these guys deserve to win this thing, not gonna lie to you. That was a home run pitch right there. Just got under it. Man, EJ's probably kicking himself right now that he hasn't scored yet. He scored 14 in one of the games in the semis today. Kind of underwhelming. I wouldn't say underwhelming because I don't feel like either of these guys is really out of it. I don't think EJ's out of it, and I think that if JBD can hold this lead, he's fine. That goes without saying, but with how good of hitters these guys are, it really just comes down to, is JBD gonna keep himself set? Not warming up Jansen just hurt him there too, so maybe JBD's got a little bit of an advantage here. But a clean inning from Jansen is probably key, which that isn't clean so far. See, he's got to try to get a double play ball here then. Try to get a lot of stuff in the dirt. Oh, we got that elevated. I'm surprised he got that up. His 8-hitter is Alomar, I believe. So if he can try to get either jammed or fastballs, sinkers, cutters low and away, then I think that he could probably steal a double play. Doesn't look like he's trying for that, though. Looks like he's trying to strike him out. Or he's just pitching him very carefully because he wants to get the pitcher out of the game, which is a smart play. But I think that he would leave Kershaw up, JBD. At 3-1, I think he's going to walk him, and then Kershaw's going to bunt. Or that's going to be a catch, so it's going to be... He's going to have to swing away with Kershaw. I don't think... He's not going to pinch hit for him by any means. He's up by 5, and he's been playing very well with them. Yeah, look, he's still up now. Look, didn't even matter. He kept him base hit there. Was everyone in this tournament experienced in Diamond Dynasty? Some had more than others, but everyone had played a good amount of MLB The Show. That's gone. That is not good news for EJ. That's an 8-run lead for JBD. Yeah, that's trouble. Him not warming up Jansen came back to bite him. He had to bring him in on the spot because he forgot to warm him up or something. Yeah, that came back to bite him. But yeah, some people had more experience than others for whether it be... But we did install an overall cap so that their skill gap was less of a problem. Okay, now, the quickest thing on JDB's mind is just getting a mercy rule now, and then this game as quickly as he can, so he doesn't have to play extra innings. And he doesn't have to. No disrespect to EJ, but JDB's probably in closeout mode right now. And that's probably the first thing on his mind is just close out this game by as quickly as he possibly can. Because he's been in the zone pitching so far. He's been like unstoppable this game. What a machine he's been. Props to him this game. Win or lose, he's been playing out of his mind. Yeah, it's another ground out. Well, man, Kershaw's been... JBD's Kershaw, man. I've broken record, but wow. He's been really something else right now. Look, he's checking the... I wonder what exactly he's looking at here. Hanger. Oh, he was late on that. He's a little earlier. That's 8-1 right there. That's a nuke to right field. I think that there's a 10-run mercy rule after 7, so if JDB scores 2 runs and shuts him out, I think we're done. Leaving Jansen in is a mistake, if you ask me. Yep, there's one. I think if he scores another and shuts him down, I think I think we got a champion after 7. Yeah, now he's taking Oh, he wants the confidence back up. Yeah, he's pulling him now. He's bringing in Eckersley. He can't allow any more runs. It goes without saying. He's not getting these calls either, man. It's a tough scene. There's a line drive to center. That's another hit. How many is that this game for him? Does everyone in his lineup have a hit? I feel like they do. Yeah, and he's got... Look at the eye he's been showing. He has not been swinging at anything away. That's what makes him such a good player. If you miss by an inch away, he's going to take it. And if you try to go inside, he's going to hit it over the fence. Since when can you change pitchers in the middle of the batter? You've always been able to do that. C-Saint did it to me to win his game. I had Garrett Anderson up against Roberto Osuna with 2 out in the 9th. And he had Osuna pitching. And he got to 2-0 and he brought in Chris Sale to finish off the job. Because Chris Sale is still a hard to pick up lefty, even though he's a silver. The bottom 7, 9-0 lead for JDB. Trying to win the tournament. There's a home run, I think. Yep, home run. So EJ gets on the board. He won't be shut out today. Good for him. Yeah, Kershaw's just cruising right now. 52 pitches through 6. There's another one. EJ's trying to make a comeback here, isn't he? EJ's not going to let himself go down without a fight. Good take there. Hanger, that's a third. Wow. 3 straight dingers to put himself back in the game. 6 runs isn't too much to ask out of these two, though. So being down 6 is probably like a regular person being down 2 or 3. Because these guys have been scoring runs like it's nothing this tournament. And that's not number 4. Wait, is it? Oh my god, it is! 4 straight homers. Wow. I did not expect that one to go out. When's the next time you're going to see Clayton Kershaw give up 4 straight homers? That's definitely not going out. I know I said the last one wasn't going out, but that's not going out. The EJ is not out of this tournament yet. That's not gonna fall. Okay, the lead got a lot smaller real fast for JDB. Or JB. I am not gonna get this right. You know what I mean, though. I'm sorry, dude. Base hit. Did you see that dive there? That was funny. Grounder to third. And we are through 7. JBD and EJ Nave are through 7 in the game to determine the champion of our Charity Diamond Dynasty tournament. We're here today just to find out who wins and see live. Any other trade deadline news you guys want to tell me about? Our Tim Lincecum video was 10 out of 10. Thank you. We really appreciate that. Put a lot of work into that one. I'm sure Matt's very proud of how it turned out, too. I'm not the right person to ask if he's proud, but I'm sure he's very satisfied with the reception to it. Stroman to Mets. Yeah, we talked about that earlier on the stream. That happened like 15 minutes before we went live. And we spent the first hour or so talking about that, given that I grew up a Mets fan, Matt grew up a Mets fan, so we have Mets ties. We want to know. I'm sure, especially that it's known that we're Met fans, that people wanted to know what we had to say about it. But and as the phrase I used earlier, it's not over the moon about it, but I'm not disappointed either. It's still Marcus Stroman's a good pitcher. From that standpoint, it's a good move that they got themselves a good pitcher. Is he going to get that? Yes, he is. So, there's 7.5 now. 7.5 innings. 9-4 JBD Sports over EJ Nave. EJ's in his end game right now, trying to win this tournament by any means necessary. They want to trade Thor for Margot. That's not a terrible idea as long as you get a little more than Margot back out of it. Syndergaard still got some worth, so trading him straight up for Margot probably isn't the smartest thing in the world, but as long as it's him as part of a package, then it's probably a good move. Home run. 9-5. This is not over. I'm telling you, this is not over till the final out. It would be something if EJ comes back to win down 9-0 though in the 7th. That would be a great ending to a great tournament we've had. Hornsby's 3 for 3. I didn't even notice. That's 4 for 4 now. That's getting down. 4 for 4, Rogers Hornsby. Alright, Tony Gwynn's going to try to get a base hit here, and then Fireworks going to continue. Oh, that was a nice stab. Frank Thomas has been a machine. Frank Thomas has to be the MVP of this thing. Him or the created player, honestly. The created Jack Kreiner player has been very good. Normally I wouldn't expect an 89 overall created player to play as well as this one's been doing. Yeah, we are in the 9th inning now, so right here and now, we're going to find out who wins our charity tournament. Is it going to be EJ Nave, whose stream we're watching right now, or JBD Sports? Both very worthy competitors. I feel really bad that someone's going to have to lose this thing. These guys were, before the finals, they had one loss between them. And JBD's loss was to College Lefty, who's a really good player. And since I said there was one loss between them, that means that EJ went undefeated in his through the semis. Great play at third by Wade Boggs. And JBD has 3 outs to go before he can crown himself champion. After this game ends, I'll congratulate the winner right here publicly. And then unfortunately, we got to run after that. We've been here for a good while. So Eckersley going to try to get the final 3 outs and not allow 4 or 5 runs. 8, 9, and 1 against them, but this lineup is very deep. Good shot to the warning track just about, but there's 1 out. Now, Chris Davis is hitting like 6 something though for him, so Chris Davis is 600 now. Not an easy out by any means. My eyes are glued to this game right now because it really is not past EJ to score 4 runs right now. Especially with the top of his order coming up next. A few hits and a home run, he's way back in business. Out in front there, now there's 2 down. This is it right here. Is JDB about to win our tournament? Or JBD, whatever his name is. I'm so sorry. It's like the 15th time I've apologized for that. Got 1 out to go, guys. Because we find out who wins our tournament. It's a base hit. EJ's not going down so easily. It's going to go to the wall. Oh, that's going to be 3. You have a runner at third. Frank Thomas, this is not over yet, guys. See, he's trying to pitch him carefully, too. He's not trying to give him anything to hit, because a few hits, he gets into a groove. It's like the home run derby. Once you get into a groove, it's going to be tough to get out of it. 3-0, Duke on deck. He should not have swung at that 3-0. That was a mistake. He's anxious. Ball 4. Tying runs on deck. What did I say? Ground ball. Oh, what a stop. Congratulations to JBD for winning our tournament. Great showing, guys. This was fantastic. I want to give serious congratulations to JBD. I feel really bad for EJ because he put up a hell of a showing. I feel bad that he's got to go home not winning this thing, but thank you guys for watching the reaction stream, and I'm really glad that you guys came. Thank you so much. I was really enjoyed being able to watch the game with you guys, but it is about time that we wrap this up, so congratulations to JBD, and I hope to see you guys later. Thanks.